EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Power Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, techniques, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up.
What was that kind of night?
Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I just wish the man left the party, because then someone replied back saying yo.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary.
Upstairs in the cage.
Just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. This is Michelle on the counter. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
On Netflix?
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's
when
you're
told me about it.
Doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So
yeah, I would say if there's one person that told me about it, it would be Zach, but I guess not.
You kind of hit the jackpot there.
Devin Singletary with his
I'll go there, brother. I'll go there all night.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Really?
Open man, and that's his tight end, Jay.
The guy's nice now.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as this defense unable to hold.
In what? In the pro league?
Game there on 3rd and 2.
Yeah. Oh, and whoa.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
They got to change teams?
He decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
I think it's a Tennessee guy. Why don't you just go to schedule, like the league schedule?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to do in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their
You might be right, Luca.
Get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'll never understand those story things.
Here's Singletary.
Bro, even in this one, like my PML one, like the big league, Sony Michel's my backup running back, and he was getting mad that he didn't have enough carries anymore. Bro, tell me how I gave the man 5 carries and he had 0 yards and he was happy.
Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They will run with Singletary. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
That's how you know that's how you know it's bad when the man just cuts himself off.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. This quick pass complete to Sutton. Not much there, only a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 6.
Oh, yeah, good night.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 38-yard attempt.
So he's not the #1 overall pick. No, he's not.
Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It stays him. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes,
I don't know what position he'd be.
4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open
I think it's because of all the user games.
Nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Number 89.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Broncos 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
Nothing really.
So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the
I
momentum.
had to pick up my cousins, so that took up a lot of time.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
I guess I'm busy.
Big hit.
On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Oh,
able to avoid him. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah.
Their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wilson's going to hold on to it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that one is
Bro, he's
incomplete.
nice.
And it also concludes.
And the crazy thing is he was only good when Fitzpatrick was playing.
The score on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air. But it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the ground, Michelle.
Oh, bro, speaking of sweet, Nick and my sister were talking about pulse ratings, or how they are, like at work. And they were saying how yours is always like the highest or something like that. Yours is always like the best. And they don't know why. And I was like, bro, it's simple. Have you seen the bed? So I pretty much cracked the code for you guys.
This game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And very little there. He might have got
7-3 for my opponent.
He got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong
7 minutes in the second.
Closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
I'll tell you guys
coming up and making the big-time play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Penny. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another one.
I don't know.
Right out of the gate, huh? How about that hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Penny, the first down carry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Broncos 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run here with Singletary. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Broncos 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson leaves it for Penny. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 33-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The toss running left. This is Penny. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Rashad Penny. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt, you need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is the tight end fan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson, and he finds Penny. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Now it's Wilson.
Yeah, bro, that doesn't make any sense.
This will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead.
Oh, no, he definitely is.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
But I don't know, for them to pass out on...
The score, Seahawks 28, Broncos
No.
10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Singletary again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 5. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's good.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground is Michel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, Singletary. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What did you see there, Charles, on that interception from the rookie?
They've shown him certain looks on defense throughout the first half, and they pulled the string here in the second half because he got used to those looks, and they showed the exact same thing, but changed it up just a little bit where he thought something was open, and now with the change in defense, it no longer was.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Back at his own 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over first and 10. They'll run on first down. Singletary. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
46-yard line. Brings up second down.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Third down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A short gain there of just 4. That'll bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll run with Penny. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up?
Relax over there.
32-yard line.
35-10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
I wish.
Side is going to be caught by Judy.
35-17.
The way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Yeah. Good shit, bro.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't even check.
It's Rashad Penny. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. It carries like that.
What league do we play in?
Continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
I like the 2 original ones.
Guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. 14 yards that time for number 14.
1st down, Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 11. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny.
Yeah.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about
what was it?
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
4th down.
Oh, I'm starting to bring back everyone.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Rashad Penny unable to get there. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
In my game?
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
34-16, I'm on the goal line, but it's over as 14 seconds
Two
left.
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Oh, I was right for 2. Well, actually, I said 34-17, whatever.
For the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
They're going to give it to Gordon, and he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game.
Seahawks 34.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try to
What are you going to play in first?
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now.
What you pick?
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will get another road test next week as they head to Vegas to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile,